Ladies and gentlemen, friends old and new, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Marshall and this is Mars Hall TV, where I break down my life as a medical student and my journey building a YouTube channel over 1,000 days. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite things, which is a tweet storm from the great Naval Ravikant. I discovered Naval from the Joe Rogan Experience, and after that consumed literally every single thing he put online, from podcasts to blogs to videos. I was deep into learning about Naval for months, and this still to this day is one of the most important things I come back to every single week, month, and day when I'm thinking about my future, when I'm thinking about how to live my life. So the name of this tweet thread is How to Get Rich Without Getting Lucky. If you're like me, growing up it was so unclear why some people were rich and others weren't. We're taught that hard work is the way for you to make money. Go to work for somebody else, get paid, and then one day you are flying around on jets, I guess. But how come Cristiano Ronaldo, who just plays a sport, basically kicks a ball for a living, is worth almost $500 million, while the laborer who toils day in, day out on construction makes maybe like $25,000 a year? How come Jeff Bezos is worth $100 billion for the store that he runs, Amazon, while the grocery store around the corner, those people are barely scraping by? Jake Paul, who is a 21-year-old basically frat star, can buy mansions in LA while most college kids are racking up student debt. What are they doing differently? What principles are these people applying to create their wealth? Naval breaks that down really succinctly in this tweet storm. The tweet storm talks about a lot of stuff, but what I'm going to focus on is the concept of leverage. Leverage is the idea that you can multiply your force. So if you think of a lever, if you're trying to undo a bolt and you try and use your hands, it's super hard. But if you get a wrench and undo that bolt, your force is multiplied by the length of that lever. If it's too tough with a lever, say as long as this Apple Pencil, you might want to get a lever twice as long, or as long as this yoga mat, in order for you to torque it. The concept of leverage is getting your force and multiplying. Naval breaks down 3 types of leverage. First is labor leverage, and the example that comes to me is, say you have a pizza parlor and your business is delivering pizzas. What you can do to lever up your business with labor is hire 10 more delivery guys. So now your business is multiplied 10x, your output is multiplied 10x by you hiring these pizza guys to go all over the city. Now you're a manager of all these pizza delivery boys going all around. This is the kind of leverage when we think about management, which is whatever the manager's decision are, they have people that can go execute on those tasks. That's the kind of leverage that our parents care about, that we're super impressed by somebody who has a company with 200 people. Naval says that this kind of leverage is super hard to scale because it takes intense leadership skills and so much time and administrative BS. Capital is another leverage multiplier, and capital comes in the form of tools and money. So we're gonna talk about the tool version for something like Blaze Pizza. Blaze Pizza uses one of those pizza ovens that you put it in, and there's a conveyor belt, and you take care of the temperature, the time it needs to cook, and you program this machine to do something that a person would have previously done. Capital is using tools like factories. Some of the greatest fortunes in the last couple hundred years were made by the capitalists. Andrew Carnegie and his steel empire, John D. Rockefeller. Of course, there were other business principles. These guys owned the means, they owned the tools. The third and final piece of leverage Naval talks about is code and media. The first couple examples are prime examples of people who use code and media to get fabulously wealthy. Cristiano Ronaldo plays the most popular sport in the world. He has 122 million Instagram followers because of his skill and the fact that people want to watch him. There are huge institutions around the distribution and monetization of these stars. The product is the stars playing the game, distributed all over the country by people watching on their television screens. And now Cristiano as a product is seen everywhere, and when people see his name on a shirt in a store, they want to buy it. And the same thing applies to Jake Paul, who uses YouTube to get a bunch of kids to watch him and get interested in him and then sell merch to them. These are people that use media to their advantage. And then the last example is Jeff Bezos, of course, who uses code, media, and leverage and capital all to create his fabulous empire, which is Amazon. He's got 100,000, 200,000 employees working for him all across the world and country. Got other companies working for him so that we can get a package delivered here within 2 days. He's got capital, he's got data centers that are massive, AWS, other companies buying time and processors from the servers. The code, which is the website, where he has unlimited shelf space. There's no limit to the number of items that are on Amazon, and people go to Amazon because that's where all the things are. Naval's call to action is to use this third type of leverage. There's an opportunity for everybody to do something online. Take advantage of the distribution. All we need now to buy a product from somebody, a URL, an internet connection, and a device that can connect to the internet. This is my favorite tweet thread because it's basically inspired me to start this YouTube channel. It's inspired me to start putting my ideas out there to try and create value for others and see what comes out of it. So I highly recommend you go check out the tweet thread. It's super dense. It's got a lot of cool information. Thanks for listening, and I hope this helped. There's gonna be more favorite things stuff coming this week. Thank you. Bye. Like and subscribe, and welcome to the age of infinite leverage.